Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. Yes, I can.
Sweet. What's up?
How are you?
What?
How are you?
I'm okay. Self?
Good.
I feel like this kind of struggling with this phone thing. It's at a weird angle because my can't quite stretch it out. But oh,
Yeah. As long as people can see it.
yeah, it's anybody's watching. It's just at a weird angle. I'll try to fix it at some other point. But Mr. Wiley J.
What's up?
He says, if I'm not drawing, these extremes always remind me that I should be.
Right? Slacker.
How was your day? Sound like you were kind of busy at work today.
Oh, it's just been. This should be a quieter time of the year, I feel, but it has just been insane busy. And we're down a helper, so things are just kind of sucking.
Hmm. Why do you feel it should be slower?
We just, it just the busy season is spring and summer. I know it's Christmas, but
Because of where you.
like people buying cubs and vanities would be something that falls in the Christmas season, but boy, God, is it ever.
That's weird.
We're just kind of overloaded and it's driving us nuts.
Yeah. That's fair. I didn't work today. Oh, wait. Mike sounds like it's in the toilet. Why did.
That both of us probably just me. Seems like I've got all the audio problems these days. Do I sound normal to you? I hate these things. I hate these things. What the problem is. Set up the same way I always do, and I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah. Noob versus pro, Vin says.
Yeah,
I'm assuming the.
I,
Huh?
yeah, I just saw that too. I don't know what the hell that's.
Me like on us. I know I'm the noob, but. What you working on there?
It's just something I sketched. I think I did it on a live stream last week. I think I can't remember, but I don't have anything else ready to go, so I figured I'll just screw around with some inking on it.
Nice, nice. I like it.
How are you feeling about your painting?
Oh, it's coming along.
Looks nice.
That's it. I feel like it just takes a second to because I freehand it and sketch it out beforehand, probably not my smartest decision. It just takes me a while to decide how I want it to look because I haven't already made that, I don't know, decision.
I'm sure you tell me what it's for, but is it a Christmas thing or just a
Yeah,
whenever it's done thing?
it's Christmas, but I mean, if I don't get it done before Christmas, I'll just get it to her after the fact.
You know? I having a I don't know rough. I don't know. I just it just kind of occurred to me like today. I'm like I haven't done any Christmas shopping, and I don't really feel motivated to do any. I'm just like I don't fucking care. I get my kids something, and then they won't care, and then I'll be worrying about.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, I'm assuming, their mom will get them stuff and everything too.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's like, well, I get it. I feel like for me, I'm the one that kind of drives, like, hey, like, this is what they need and this is what they want.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it's kind of me having to figure that aspect of it out. I'm gonna move this thing on my phone because can you hear that ball upstairs?
I can hear a slight thumping around. I thought you were kicking a wall or something.
It's okay. I'm in the basement and my kids are just going berserk for whatever reason. I'm gonna go dark here for just a second. I don't know what the deal is, but someone's not really paying attention to the hey there. I might have to go calm down on them actually. Here in a second.
Yeah, with some kids.
Kids aren't always the most respectful, clearly. That looks really good, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I tend to make figures oftentimes a little bit too long and skinny in the midsection, and I didn't mean to, but the reference I used, the bodybuilder chick, extremely long and skinny in the midsection, and so it's still kind of on model, but then it still kind of looks off. So I don't know.
I think she's great.
She,
I take that body.
she could get it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I've got it. Maybe somewhat better adjusted here. I moved some stuff around and then I didn't realize how, it affected everything else. So clearly. I feel like I am pretty much done at this point with Christmas shopping.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're that far along, huh?
If I don't, then I'm stressed about it. So,
Huh?
and I feel like we always have like a budget, and I feel like if I don't do it early and I have to pay last minute pricing, that even stresses me out more.
Just,
For 5 kids.
just being smart. Yeah, I would say you don't have just like one or two kids. You got you to think about.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a bit overwhelming.
Well, as is usually the case for on my end, it's like hard to know what the hell to even get my boys because I've gone on my way to kind of splurge for them before. This is not a negative on them, but they kind of seem like they care
Mm-hmm.
to find anything that they're like, this is like amazing. This is so great. They're like, oh, cool. Okay. They're back to watching Minecraft videos or something. I
Yeah,
swear, sorry, I was gonna say, me as a kid, I swear I was so easy to appease because there were so many cool things that were simple that I would just love to have as far as like toys and shit. But these kids don't care.
yeah. Yeah, you're totally right. Even with my kids, I feel like I hopefully he's not watching this. I kind of doubt it. But I one of my kids, I asked him what he wanted for Christmas, and he um he was he told me something. He explained to me that, oh, I want new handlebars for my scooter. He likes to go to with his brother, who's a skateboarder, to the skate park, but he likes to take a scooter.
Yeah,
And he just got a new scooter for that summer. Like, it was brand new, and they're really expensive for their age, I feel like. And so, I was like, okay. He said they're just slipping off a lot. So that was my thinking, is that's what he was saying, is he just wanted new handlebars, which they make new different types of grips for him and stuff. So I would just look for that. And then afterwards, I'm just kind of chatting with him, and he's like, well, I'm hoping I get that new scooter for Christmas. And I was like, I wasn't planning that, because I'm thinking the scooter itself is fine. He just needs new handlebars.
yeah,
I don't know. And I think it's hard to really, you don't want to let him down, but also I don't necessarily want to just get them everything they want. Sometimes I want to have them try something new, and it's a good chance to kind of say, oh, I thought you might like this. Give it a shot, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. No, 100%. I agree with you totally.
But they're not, you're right. They're not always the most grateful for that.
Yeah. Right. Oh, right. And my older
Uh,
boy, go ahead.
oh, I was saying, IMSA says those look nice. There's so much detail. Thank you.
Thank you. My youngest boy has suddenly decided he loves pirate stuff and pirate related things. And I guess there's this video game that he plays called Sea of Thieves. I guess it's a Pirates of the Caribbean thing.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves. Yeah, yeah.
He's hardcore into it. Like
Okay.
the other week, he come to me, he's like, "Dad, can we watch Pirates of the Caribbean?" I'm like, "Sure," and he's just into it. So I'm kind of like, I need
Okay.
to find him like a pirate ship kind of thing, but I just I haven't been paying attention to the time frame at all. Time is just flying by, and I'm like, I haven't done any looking, searching, figuring out, not one bit. And it's like, uh, do you know when Christmas is? Because shit's about to get real.
What's that upstairs, the bouncy ball? Is it tennis? Can you see if you can bounce it and put it on the rug instead? Because it's really loud down here. Thank you.
Wrapping
Sorry.
Salem.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's coming up fast here,
Yeah.
but that's a good idea. I think doing the again, that's something he's really into, so why not?
So it's easy. My older boy doesn't care about anything.
Is
Got no
he
interest
into
like that. So
clothes and stuff?
if he is, there's no indication on my end. You
Oh, okay.
I do need to hit up his mom. She'll be like, "You're thinking of this now?"
You're like, yeah, stop. Mr. Brunson, Tyrus is in the house. Yo, yo, yo. See, my son, who's your oldest age as well, he's really big into fashion, and and looking a certain way right now. So, like, for him, Specifically, he wants a specific look. He's really big into like the skating, and so I ended up getting him a lot of clothes that were name brand, which were expensive. I mean, that's the thing is it's like crazy. Like one hat was $30.
Ooh,
And I thought, but it's Santa Cruz brand. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, I know he wants it though, so it's more worth it because I'm like, I know he'll be excited to get this. I obviously wouldn't have done that if I didn't know for sure that that was something he wanted.
sure.
But I don't know. It can be so difficult to know.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is. It doesn't seem like he has any particular interest. Like my ex-wife pointed out that our oldest boy doesn't like in terms of physical objects. My oldest boy doesn't attach to anything, and my youngest boy attaches to everything.
Hmm.
My oldest boy, like when I was still his age, I was still into like toys and shit like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my oldest boy used to be, but he's been moved out of that. I mean, he's 12. And he's been moved out of that for a couple of years. So I'm like, well, I don't know what to do for you. Meanwhile, my little boy, he loves gadgets and knickknacks and things to touch and hold and play with and explore with. So it's a little easier for him. But
Yeah.
uh, I think last year I tried to get a couple things for my boy, and part of it was like, here's some cash. Like, if you ever have something that you want to do, here's some money to go towards that. You just, here's money so you can choose something you would like at whatever point.
Yeah.
I'm sure you just took it home and threw it in a bank and just there it is. So I don't know. I've also always hated buying gifts because I'm terrible at it. Unless I happen to just run into on occasion, I'll run into one thing like, oh my God, I know this person would love this so much. It's like this magic
Mm.
goes off. Like, oh my God, there's one thing.
See, and that sounds like me. I'll have people that I just know. I know what they'll like. And so I'm super excited. And that's kind of the difficult thing with me around Christmas with like extended family and stuff. And here's my thing. I also don't feel like Tyron says, "Wow, we got a sexy and scary tonight." Um, I don't feel like you should feel obligated to buy somebody a gift just because they're family on Christmas. Like, I just feel like that's part of. I know it's the consumerist way of Christmas, but it just kind of feels so insincere to say I've got a list of people every year that I got to buy stuff for. And so, but there are those people, and I'll know, hey, I know this person would love this and appreciate this. But then some I legitimately have no clue, and I feel like I've got to find something for them. Otherwise, it'll look like I don't care about them.
Right. It is that fine line of getting shit just because it feels like it's obligation. But there's also part I'm like, well, I don't want to like. I know this person would love this one thing and be amazing, but then I don't know what this other person would want. So you leave a person out, and it kind of seems like, well, then do you start treading on feeling like you're leaving someone out and you don't care?
That's why, yeah, exactly.
Which,
That's what it's like
yeah,
I could love you to death, but I may not, know what the right gift is for you. And my husband always says, if I'm an adult, please don't buy my kids something. Because he said, if you're going to spend $20 on me to get me something you're guessing I might like, and we don't know each other well enough that you can say, I know for sure he's going to want this, he wouldn't buy it for himself. But then I'm gonna turn around and spend $20 on you for the exact same reason. Keep the $20 each of us, and we can go get something we really want, and or spend it on my kids.
yeah. No, I agree with that too.
Yeah. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just it's tough. this year I kind of did a lot of family gifts for certain families and stuff like that. But again, I feel like I have to stay on top of it, and it makes the season more stressful.
Yeah, sometimes it becomes such a stress related thing. You're like, I'd just rather do nothing except for my kids. And my kids are always like, I want them to have happy memories while they're young.
Mm-hmm.
It's something my ex-wife would kind of stress when we were together. And I still remind my kids, like, I don't know if she says this to them anymore or if she makes a point of it, but I have several years, but not every year, because I kind of forget. And this is going to be one of those years I forget. But my ex-wife would tell me she wanted to stress to our kids, like, it's not just they get something. It's like everyone needs to think of everyone else. So we make a point to be like, hey, boys, come with me. We're going to find something so you can get something for your mommy or your daddy, because everyone kind of, you need to think of others, not just like, it's
Yeah.
the time of year where I get shit. It's like,
Yep.
think of others. So I've taken my boys out several times since I've been divorced and be like, let's go find just something small, something cute that you can give to your mommy. So, but I want you to choose it. What do you think your mommy would like? It's usually some kind of fluffy little animal, stuffed animal thing. And that's great, you know. Um, I don't think that's happening this year unless I get my shit together and take my boys. Like I get them this
That's
weekend.
really nice, though. I was gonna say that's a good idea.
Well, and it was her. She put that idea in my head because I didn't grow up really getting Christmas from my mom's religious kind of standpoint. So that's why
Uh,
I'm terrible
yeah.
at gift giving, and and sometimes the whole thing kind of just pisses me off. But she put it in that context of make sure they understand it's not about getting presents; it's about giving to others. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that
Thank
is.
you for reminding me what this should be all about and how to teach them correctly.
That's awesome. I do feel like you guys do a bang up job, um, co-parenting for divorced parents.
Yeah. Yeah, again,
As
we get
someone,
along really well, so it's all fine. I remember the first
Mhm.
year I was divorced, I got something like I got gift cards for, I got stuff for my boys, and then I got a
Mhm.
gift card for her other son, her one son she's got from the previous marriage, and for her and for her new husband.
Whoa,
Right? It was like
that's actually pretty.
and I was showing like this, here's something for everybody.
Wow, that's.
It kind of hurt to do, but I felt like it was the right thing to do, and blah 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 blah.
May I ask what their reactions were?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh,
I
they
I
didn't say.
said at home with my boys, I said, remember here, Leo, here's your stuff. Here's stuff to give to your mommy. And then I never, well, you know what? I think she might have sent me a message later. She says, thank you for the gift cards. It was very thoughtful. I think she might have sent me a text. Again, it was a couple years ago. So,
Hmm.
but I'm dying to know, like, what did Mr. New Perfect think? Was he like, well, that's pretty cool of him, or what a fucking twat that guy? I'm curious to know what the conversation was, but I'll never know.
That is something I will say. I am married to someone who's divorced. Um, that is not something I wouldn't say that that's never happened in the sense of we've gotten his ex something for the holidays, but it was not that fresh. It wouldn't have been, it's never been like she's got me something. And she doesn't have a significant other right now, but when she has, that would have never happened. And honestly, it would be me getting her this, picking out her stuff with her daughter for her, not not my husband, like that just never, I don't think would ever crossed his mind to do, honestly.
Or,
Um, which everybody handles those things differently, but I think that's really good for the kids to see.
And that was it. If it was just me, like if we didn't have kids, fuck no, I wouldn't have done anything. But
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. No, that's pretty awesome.
but then I didn't do it the next year. I didn't think of it. And then I think the year after that, I just had the boys get something for their mom. Like, let's go pick out some tiny little fluffy little animal thing. Find a stuffed little kitty with cute big glowing eyes or some shit. Something for your
Mhm.
mommy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Kind of varies year to year.
No, I like it. That's awesome. Very, very awesome. Tyrus says, I like shopping at the thrift store because I like to find unique gifts for friends and family. That's a kind of a cool idea I hadn't really thought about. Doing some thrift store shopping.
Go to a thrift store and you could find a used scooter. And they'd be like, kids, this is a vintage antique one. And they're like, this is ours from last year. You donated it to the Goodwill and then just rebought it. You didn't even know.
And I'm like, heck yes, I did because you should have just liked the one we got you. I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah. Someone saying, brother, what's up, dude?
Dayton. Oh man.
I got something in the other room I should get. Old Count Chocula.
Yeah.
He's putting together his own comic. I assume me and Chuck did a cover for him.
I knew that was happening. I don't know if I've seen the cover. Maybe.
I mean, you've seen the art I've posted. You maybe didn't know that it was that, but I mean, if you follow my Instagram, you've seen it. But it
Oh,
could have
I
been something.
unfollowed you.
Yeah, I
So
know. In fact, well, um, 2 seconds here. He sent me. He said he was going to do a thing, and I didn't know what it was, but he sent me a package. Well, one, he sent me a printout of the artwork that me and Chuck did. So
okay.
just a black and white print of the art.
Woo! Oh, I have seen that, yeah.
Yeah, that, and then he sent another one that had the title of his book on it.
Okay.
So it's got the title and all this stuff and the text. And then so this is like an alternate cover. The main cover that he's doing is this one
Okay.
by a different artist, which
That's
all looks,
cool.
yeah. But then what he did also is this image here, the black and white drawing that me and Chuck did with the text on it. He put it
Mhm.
on a t-shirt and sent it to me so I can wear the shirt with the card on it.
That's sick.
And he just sent it to me. He's just like, here you go. I'm like, well,
Shout out to Count.
here's weird.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't expecting that. So guy, uh, dedicated to getting his book out there. He's putting a lot of time and effort into it. And I told him, I said, even before I knew he did that for me, I was like, when you're ready, because he's going to try and do a crowdfunder, as far as I understand it. I'm like,
Mhm.
we'll push the shit out of it on my channel. Let's do an interview with you. I will put it in front of people's eyes as much as I can. Let's get you success, man.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, that's super neat. That's cool that he did the t-shirt too. Like what a neat idea.
yeah. He just, I mean, he puts his own money into it and then just sent me one. You're like, I didn't ask for it. It's great. It's awesome to have. I wasn't like, because
Yeah.
I did the cover and he paid me a check for it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm good. I just like him enough. I'd be like, I'll let's try and promote your book with my channel as much as possible. I got you. Let's make it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do it just because I like you. You don't need to do anything for me, And then he just kind of sent me that. So, good dude.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Super, super awesome. Gaten says, not much, trying to get art motivated.
Struggling getting art motivated myself, but there's something about this time of year. The days are so damn short, and it's so cold. I come home, I sit on my couch, I wrap myself in a blanket, and I zone out. And hard time getting the art engine going back again.
Yeah.
It's there, and it's just I'm physically kind of checked out.
Yeah, that's fair. It's cold. It's so cold.
We spend all day at work freezing because it's back in the receiving department of the store. And it's got 2 giant heaters in there that keep it, tolerable, but it's not warm. There's a big difference when they don't work at all.
Sorry, real fast. Sorry. I was just reading the comments. Count just showed up and he goes, I just got here, but sounds like I'm a hell of a guy.
That I was actually sitting here thinking, like, well, he hasn't chimed in, so maybe he's not here. So you should talk some mad shit on him or something like that, and that's what you can do. But then he just happened to be right there. That's hilarious. Well, now that he's listening, I will actually talk some shit. What an asshole.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember how it could be. Even I can remember how setup was in receiving.
Yeah. And then it's also frustrating because we're down a guy and we're all pissed at him because he just decided to vanish for practically 2 weeks. So me and Danielle are just pissed and fucking freezing, and it's way busier than it needs to be for the season, like I was saying. So it's just all these things coming together just to piss me off.
I'm sorry. I wish I could.
I'm sorry I have to listen to your complaining, Rob.
I'm sorry, but you need to just get the fuck over it. I'm just kidding.
Chocula, when I was talking shit on him, he's like, that's what I hear every day from me. Figured. And Danielle's taking a week off. She works next week, but after that, she's going to be gone for a full week. So I'm probably going to be stuck in my department by myself. And this job is not designed for one person to run the department. They're supposed to be 3 of us, and I'm not sure if other guy is going to be there at all. So it might be just me for a full week. And like I said, it is not a job that one person can do completely by themselves.
That sucks.
It does.
I don't mind telling you, it doesn't sound good.
Just mentally preparing myself for the suck.
My job's also not one that only one person can do. But I always get stuck by myself doing it. I don't know.
Oh.
Just kidding. I start school back up in just like what? Really? Just like less than 3 weeks now. Ugh. Oh well. You know something I decided I'm gonna do though next year? A goal I have.
What's that?
I'm going to take an ASL course. And I don't know why, but I'm super stoked about it because I want to become, I guess it'd be fluent in ASL. I don't know why. I don't know how this would help anything. My aunt did it, and she like that's part of her job that she uses it in education actually. But I just thought I think that would be so cool. I always want to learn another language, but I thought, what about ASL? And it just came to me the other day, and now I'm just determined to do it.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm glad you explained what that was because I was about to be like, what is that? What are you talking about? Like, I'm a dummy. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
was like,
it's
oh, right, right,
American
right.
Sign
Right.
Language.
Yeah, no, I know. I pieced it together. It just took me a second. I guess I didn't need to admit to that. So make myself look like a dummy. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I don't know. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a course and learn that next year.
I want to learn how to sign to somebody they can fuck right off.
Well, I know what sign that is. It has been used.
I know what the middle finger is. I know what it is.
There's a few things you can do for that particular wording. It doesn't have to be the middle finger, but the middle finger is the most common usage.
It's the one that's most recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you um back in the old like chat room days, it's what someone's saying is talking about here when you'd be talking to somebody and you'd want to know about them. So you'd ask them ASL, age, sex, location. Like, how old are you? Are you a boy or a girl?
Oh,
So he's like, Rob wants to know about that. That's really,
that's funny. I hadn't even thought about that.
yeah, that's, man, I haven't, I remember people typing that into a thing and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? But I mean, we all got to learn at some point, you know?
That's true. You know, no, that's actually not true. I guess there was AOL. But that's kind of my only reference for chat room type stuff.
Yeah, that's all I kind of ever did back in the day. There was a chat rooms just to bullshit with people, and I kept going to these ones where everyone was just into like role playing. They're like it was like a World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings kind of room where everyone was like some kind of like I'm a paladin, I'm a warrior, or some bullshit like that, and everyone
Okay, let's not. Okay. Was it bullshit or? I mean,
Jessica, you were into that, weren't you?
I have played my fair share of World of Warcraft. Um, did I, think I was the character sometimes?
Right. Just admitted to going in there. I didn't ever play any of the games or anything like that, but it was just kind of a fun thing to just if you get kind of the right group, people would have a sense of humor about stuff and it was just kind of fun,
Mm-hmm.
just goofing around. But
Yeah.
that was 1,000 years ago.
Right. Yeah. I kind of miss those days. I know we've gone through this a billion times, but
Ginger
I,
Bear, don't talk smack about World of Warcraft. That's your livelihood. Oh, too late. We just did it.
right, Ginger Bear, get him.
Ah, wait a minute.
The nerd himself here making fun of World of Warcraft.
I'm not sure that's what was going on, but okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not sure that's what was going on.
That you were making fun of World of Warcraft?
Yes.
I think you were a little bit. Slightly.
No, I was making fun of the chat rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I was in.
Yeah, why were you in those chat rooms if you were making fun of them?
It was fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's Massive Panda. How's it going?
Be honest, Rob, are you a closeted World of Warcraft player?
No, not at all. I can get to it. I don't give a shit. Never, never played it. Well, not once.
Hmm.
You're like, You're logged in right now, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's your guild? Let's get real here. I know you've got one.
I'm the.
Ginger Bear.
Go
Ginger
ahead.
Bear is really upset with you right now. Count Chocolate says, "Mom, more hot pockets." Is that from the World of Warcraft episode of
South Park.
South Park? Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't piece that together, but I've seen that. It's one of my favorite. Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, I know that one.
Mom, I gotta poop.
Yeah, Mom. After all that time those kids spending just to beat that one player, they finally beat him after what, months, weeks, months, year, I don't know. And then they're like, finally, we can start playing World of Warcraft because now that guy's out of our way.
Yep. Yep.
Really.
The funny part, there's a part where I guess it's probably Cartman is directing them on what different what to do with their different spells or you know their items to equip, all this stuff, right? And the way that he's talking is exactly how my husband talks when he's playing. I mean, he plays World of Warcraft, he plays Guild Wars, all of those, right? That's exactly how he talks. And so I always laugh my ass off at that scene of his how he's like leading them like it's literally into battle.
Right.
And he's trying to direct them on what to do so it can like go as smoothly as it can, cracks me up. That's a good episode.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Where they constantly going back to like footage from the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. I'd never played it, but I'm like, I'm following it. I get it.
Yeah, that was good. About 10 years ago, we did a weekly podcast about DC Universe Online, Count says.
Was the DC Online game a big...
Ginger Bear says, actually, I work at Blizzard, but I've never played WoW. I play Diablo and Overwatch. You work at Blizzard?
See, I don't even know what that is, so I like that you know.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Also, they don't have to hit you up if ever you open tickets or anything again, because they take forever. No judgment, but they do. Diablo is really good. Diablo's good. I played Diablo, the first one and two. It's been a hot minute. But that's pretty cool. I never play Overwatch. My kids like it. I've actually drawn a few characters from Overwatch before. He says, haha, the trouble tickets, even for us, have to go through the same channels, unfortunately. Damn.
Damn.
That's funny. They liked Junkrat. I probably have it around here somewhere. I think it's Junkrat. Hold on. I actually have one of them right here. I don't remember what the other character's name is, so don't come at me. This is the one I did for my son. Is this Junkrat from Overwatch, isn't it? This one is a watercolor I did for one of my kids. Yeah, Junkrat. Okay, and I'll show you the other one, but I cannot remember the name. They've kept him in really good condition, which makes me feel so happy as a mom. Just kidding. They have not kept him in good condition. This is the other one. It was a specific skin that my son wanted me to draw this character in. I have no clue who it is, though. So, that's their Overwatch characters. Or Genji. Yes, Genji. That's who it was. That's, no, that's sick. That's sick that you work at Blizzard. I'll tell my husband. He'll probably think that's cool, too. We've given a lot of money to Blizzard.
Glad you know what that is very specifically. I'm like, I don't know.
It's just a company, a game developing company.
Yeah.
Of a lot of games that we've played. Blizzard does World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Sure, he'll correct you.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Like, God damn, woman.
Yes, Overwatch, Diablo, and WoW. Yeah, I've played Diablo and WoW a lot. I have never played Overwatch, but again, my kids do. It's pretty sick.
I know
I
all
think,
the cool people.
huh?
I know all the cool people.
You seem to, yeah. I mean, look at this.
I don't know why they know me, but
Stop. I have been getting back into playing Call of Duty lately with my kids
that'd be fun.
and my brother and brother-in-law. Been playing. One of my oldest, he's really big into it right now. So.
Ginger Bear, you just hope I'll do an Overwatch fan comic? I
That'd
should,
be
except I don't know anything about it at all. So what would I have to say about anything?
well, maybe check it out. Maybe that's what you should get your kids for Christmas. Overwatch.
Yeah. Well, they don't
Kids love
stay with me, and I don't know if their mom would like it. So,
it's a shooter, but I feel like it's more like fun for kids because you get like different skins. I also feel like you can, from what I understand from watching them. Oh, is it free? Okay, I don't. Was it? Or no? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. It's free. We paid for something on Overwatch, I thought, but maybe it was just skins or something. But you can, kind of. I feel like it's more fun because it's more. What's the word? Animate the animations more fun. The characters are unique. They all have different abilities. I bet they'd like it.
probably.
It's probably no worse than as far as violence wise than Grand Theft Auto, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, their mom doesn't let them do that at their house. They could do the cool shit at my house.
Oh, that's okay, fair enough. Well, there you go.
My little punk little 9-year-old son, I've suddenly discovered that he'll be like watching videos on YouTube in the living room, and I'll just
Uh-huh.
catch him like some character on some funny videos doing something that's bad or obnoxious, like you're supposed to not like it. And then I'll hear my son kind of quietly mouth the words like fuck you, and he'll throw up the middle finger, like
Oh my
very
god.
aggressively at the people on the screen. And then he was playing Grand
Oh
Theft
my gosh.
Online, and he was, you can change the view to you could be like staring at the full figure of the guy. You can change it to like first person, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
in a car. And then I watched him. He's like the character in the game. You see his hands on the steering wheel. My son was able to push some function to make the character flip the bird. I'm like, oh, you
Oh,
could
he
do
saw
that.
how to do that. He learned how to do that. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh.
And then he's doing it to other people. My little 9-year-old is going to be the little monster of the kids. My oldest boy is the sweetest, most gentle rule follower ever. But my 9-year-old is going to be the little aggressive little shit. And I kind of like it, but I'm trying to direct it
I
appropriately.
kind of like it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's not going to be like the brainy scientist smart kid like his older brother. and he's always been the more aggressive little younger kid. But so me and his mom we're trying to direct his little aggressive energies. So he is a little, he can be a little shit, but he's also really funny about it. So I don't know what to do.
They're like, so I'm laughing, but then I'm like, don't do that. But also I'm laughing. So I'm sending this little mixed signals here.
Yeah. That's exactly what's going on.
See.
I love him. I try to like not encourage it, but then I'm also find myself laughing. He'll do some shit he shouldn't do, and I'll start laughing, and then he catches me laughing, and then he thinks it's awesome.
Yep, that's how it goes. That's so funny.
Like
I love it.
I don't know if
And why in my mind would I have, I mean, not that I would ever guess your oldest would be like that necessarily, but I didn't really guess that of your youngest either. Like that kind of like
yeah.
sassiness.
My oldest is just the kindest hearted, sweetest.
Yeah.
When you met him that one time, he like just walked up and hugged you. But I think part of it is because he's obviously
Was that,
very much into girls.
I thought that was your youngest that did that.
Yeah. So I'm saying my youngest
Okay,
comes up and
okay.
hugged you, but I'm saying my oldest is the sweetheart and the tender-hearted guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him like my friend's gonna come over for just a minute, so just say hi, and like he just walked up and just straight up put his arm around and gave you a hug, and I was like, what's that all about? But then part of me was like, he's very clearly into girls.
Oh
So
God.
I think there was like cute girl walked in the front door and I said, this is our friend, and he just took it upon himself to like hug you. It's like,
Oh my God.
get her,
Oh,
son, get her.
oh, that's funny.
So he's very charming too. So I don't know.
Oh man, that's he is. He's cute. He's a cute kid. He's cute. That's funny. Oh, kiddos.
Let's see,
It
Ginger.
was
See, sorry.
there's
Some
some
says he went 50-0 in COD4 back when he played.
yeah, COD. That's really good. That's like your I'm assuming he's talking about his kill death ratio.
Right.
So 50 kills, 0 deaths in a round. My husband's really good if he's on PC playing. I think he'll go like 40 and maybe like 2 or 3 deaths or something. I mean, I've never seen him go that like do that, but I've never been I've never been that good. I'm just always dying. When I worked with you, actually, I would go home back when Black Ops was out, and I would go home, got myself Live Wire, Mountain Dew, it was my favorite, and Cheez-Its, and I would sit for 3 hours every night and play COD.
It's awesome.
And I played with Jeff sometimes,
Um,
but
the manager?
yeah, Becker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just was never, I wanted to be good, but I wasn't terrible, but I was never like that good. But I tried my heart out.
Yeah. Back when you were just a young 20-year-old, whatever the hell you were at the time.
Yeah, just a kiddo.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I still play the Grand Theft Auto online. I don't get how some of these players are so goddamn good at the player, PvP stuff. They're just hyper death machines. And I have tried to learn and match and play and get better. And I'm certainly better than I was, but I'm like, I don't get how these people are just like unstoppable death machines. It just
What's this on?
Grand Theft Auto online,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just a slaughterhouse where people are just will just show up and just start obliterating the shit out of you for no reason. And I'm like, you just have to kind of accept that's how it is.
Yep, yep, yep. Some people they really do play a lot.
Yeah.
Um, like again, I will say this is not a negative thing, so I'm not saying this negatively. But some people, it really like how you sit and draw all the time for them, it's the same thing. Like it's just their hobby, it's how they relax, it's how they decompress, and they may take hours a day and they may play, sometimes more. Uh yeah, exactly. You play something enough, it's second nature, like Gaten just said. That's how it is. My husband has been playing a game called Dota, uh Dota 2 for years. I hate that game. It's really hard. Sometimes you have to play with a team, and it's pretty toxic game as well. But I just feel like if you don't know what you're doing, you get wrecked. Wrecked, right?
Yeah.
He's really, really good at it. He's got friends who are really good at it. And that's the same way with any game. But they play together nightly and they have for years. And so I feel like it's one of those things that if, you just got people who are just I think they're really good. There's people who are naturally really good at gaming. I'm not one of those people. Um, but then I also think that a lot of people just spend so much time at it. Like Gabe said, it just becomes second nature. Like they just destroy anybody else who's playing.
What I don't
Dota is known as the most toxic community. It 100% is. It
really,
100% is.
really,
It's terrible. I hate that game. It is super toxic. You're toxic to the other teams. You can chat and talk to the other team. They just say awful things to each other. My husband's gamer tag is literally toxicity, and he's gotten better probably because of me complaining. But just some of this, just the yelling, the swearing, the awful things you say to these people you don't even know is so toxic. I
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that I can't, I mean, it's almost laughable how stupid it is. Like again, I don't play games. Like you guys
Mhm.
play this game, I play that game. I only play the Grand Theft Auto online, and I find it fun. It's just a fun way to decompress and all that shit, like we're saying.
Yeah.
But then I'll run into some people like they'll send you an in-game chat of like my character just got near theirs, and then they get threatening, like, stay in your lane, punk kid, I'll fuck up your world. I'm like, what are you talking about? Or or they'll blow me away, and then I'll get them back one time. They're like, don't fuck with me, kid, I'll end your life. And I'm like, and this I'll just reply with the shut the fuck up. And then like, you're on my kill list, bro. Like it's like they're like video game tough guys. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
you're a fucking pansy in real life. And so I'll just go into passive mode where you can't interact with me. And then I'll just follow them around the game just to fuck with them. And I was doing this the
Mhm.
other day to this asshole, and he like spawned in a helicopter. And until he gets his character in the helicopter, I can physically touch it with my vehicle, even though I'm
Oh,
invisible passive to him. So I plowed into his helicopter and exploded it, and then he called in this other vehicle, and I plowed into it, flipped it upside down, and landed my car on top of it before he could get into it. So I'm like, I'm just trying to be a passive aggressive asshole because I can't fight him physically one on one. And I just
right.
had to learn to like just let it go and just who cares. But now I'm just sitting there just like, all right, well, my entire existence is now to fuck with you, and you can't touch me, you know, because these tough guy video gamers, it's like, you're a pansy in real life. You know that.
Sorry. Had a little paint fart there out my paint bottle. That's funny. Yeah, that's how it is. And honestly, it could be some kid for all you know.
Right.
That's usually I don't know. Not I wouldn't say usually, but it can be sometimes. It's just like, I don't know.
And I don't go out to fuck with anybody. The most aggressive thing I do on that game is, or two things. If you're standing in the middle of the street, I will run your ass down with my car and kill you and be fine. Like if you're like away from keyboard or some shit, and you're just standing there in the middle of the street, you're dead meat. I'll maybe let that drift into if you're just standing on the sidewalk. It doesn't take much to just take your character and walk them off to the side and jump up on a sidewalk where I can't hit you with my car. I won't shoot you. I won't get out of the car and gun you down, but I will run your ass over. You know, then that's it. That's the most aggressive thing I do unprovoked. And then the other thing I'll do is I'll play bumper cars. Like if you're out there on the street, I'll plow into your car and push you around, but then I'll take off. But I'm not blowing you up. I'm not attacking you. I'm not shooting at you. I'm just playing bumper cars. It's a little fun to like get a little aggressive, but that's it. But man, does it piss some people off. Like,
That's so.
stupid fucking kid, I'll fuck you up. I'm like, oh my God, these people. Oh,
I've never played Grand Theft Auto online before.
you haven't?
No, I've never played it. I've only ever played it as a campaign.
Oh, so fun to have someone to play with.
Which one do you play?
Just the most recent one, the one that's 10 years old.
Well, I guess that's fair. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, they're theory going to be releasing the new one sometime soon-ish, but yeah, it's fun. It's like everyone says, just to decompress, just jump on, run around, try to make some money in the game, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And I go out of my way to even like be helpful to people. Like if somebody's being chased by someone else and they're being a dick to them, I'm like, I'll take out the dickhead and help the other person for no. I'm like, it's fine. You're like, everyone doesn't have to be a psychotic monster.
But that's part of the fun of video games.
I know. But I'm not a gamer, so I don't give a shit. So I'm like, I'll do something different. I'll be helpful.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I get that. I'm a nice person in real life, so sometimes I feel like my alter ego comes out. Do you know what Skyrim is?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I feel like I used to just do the most awful things, and my bounty would go up on my head just because I just wanted to be awful. To like, you know, go out there and steal from people or shoot random townspeople that didn't deserve it.
You're a monster.
I know, because I was like, I'm not like that in real life. So
Yeah, I can pretend to be that way here.
yeah.
Someone
Good
saying
day, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Someone saying Nova Logic, Black Hawk Down, and COD4 were my go-to games. I played them for at least an hour after work for years to decompress. And then he says, I could tell where people were by hearing them walk on the terrain. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like you can just tell by the sounds coming through, like where they're walking. Like I know where they're at.
Some depending on with COD, I've never played the Black Hawk Down game before, but I feel like with COD in some modes, you can hear them, especially if they're running. Um, I did one. I would used to try to do specific matches of like free for all, where all I would do is try to get knife kills. So you sneak up on somebody and stab in the back, or run up to somebody and try to melee kill them first. So, and I do feel like sometimes if you were quiet yourself and lay in wait, you could hear. But if you knew the game really well, especially, you could probably tell like where they were on the maps, by what the sound was. So that's kind of cool.
I had this thing I've had in my head to try on the Grand Theft Auto online for forever, and I finally was mostly successful at it because
Mhm.
you can buy all these different vehicles, and I get this big semi truck that's armored up and hard to kill. Then I
Mhm.
drive through the game and find a random trailer to hook up to and just drag it around the city. So I hook up the trailer and then I throw a bunch of exploding bombs, like sticky bombs, around it so it's lit up like a Christmas tree. And then I drive
Okay.
it to this area where a bunch of people are just like spinning their cars around and just having fun and goofing around. I pull up, drop the trailer, drive away, and then blow all the bombs on the trailer, blowing up everyone around them.
Okay, and see, that's what I mean. That's kind of fun. You wouldn't do
Yeah.
that in real life. That's
And
funny.
I tried it once or twice, but like about a week ago, I was actually mostly successful with it. There wasn't that many people there, but I did drop it and then just took off. And so I just kind of imagine it from their perspective. Everyone's just kind of standing around doing donuts in their cars and just being chill. And then it's just a semi pulls up, drops a trailer, takes off. It's blinking like a motherfucker, and then boom, 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 just boom.
That's funny.
I thought I was clever for half a second.
You were clever for more than half a second.
Yeah, it took at least a few minutes to drive the truck there, Rob. Really?
That's awesome. Truthfully.
Yeah, I was gonna say my little monster son. I tell you about that. Did I show you those pictures of that skeleton that I bought from Halloween for Halloween and I brought home? It's with
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it.
all these middle fingers and shit.
Mhm.
I uh I left out of the living room because my son had seen me do that because the skeleton's superposable, so you can have it flipping the bird. And I did that, and they thought it was hilarious, especially my 9-year-old. So then I
Of
come
course.
back from somewhere and he's like, Daddy, look what I did while you were gone. And he shows me on his little phone, he took a picture. He took the skeleton and then like found this. I have this long, skinny, cylindrical, kind of phallic looking thing. It's just tool.
Oh my god.
He put it in the skeleton's pelvis area, sticking up like an erect dick, put one hand on it, holding it, and the other hand flipping you off. And I'm like, little shit. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. God, don't let your mom see that.
Oh my gosh.
Laughed so hard. Yeah.
Where did he see that, Rob?
Well, he saw me doing similar things. I didn't put a dick thing in it before. I mean, I did, but I never showed him. I did it for my own amusement, but he pieced it together on his own.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying right now. I didn't put a dick thing in it. I mean, I did, but I never showed him.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's like I'm gonna demonstrate this to him, but he gets it already. I thought I was hilarious. I had this big card like a paper roll, paper towel, the cardboard tube thing. And
gosh,
I
yeah,
brought
yeah.
it home and I was like, because even when I had it at work, it was out of the box. And so back in receiving where I work, I did all kinds of shit like that and posted it or, took pictures of it and had a bunch of my friends laughing, like, damn, Norton, you're stupid. I'm like, it's funny, right? They're like, yeah, I am laughing. So
Yeah.
that's one of the first things I did is put give the skeleton a boner. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was hilarious, but I didn't show him, but he already gets it. You,
And he just knows. He knows.
he knows dick and fart jokes are funny. They're never not funny,
That's fair.
right? Like, name me a time when a dick or fart joke is not hilarious. Name one. I'll wait.
Um, I don't have any.
See? There you go. Exactly. It's always kind of funny.
Always hilarious. Oh, get back here. What is going on? Why can I not figure out what exactly happened here?
Someone
Oh,
says my first video upload to YouTube was clips of that. Actually, clips of what the.
I don't know. This could get interesting.
All right.
At a funeral, not funny, right?
No,
Jeffrey's right.
it's always funny.
I don't know. He might be right about that.
you're not gonna tell me that you might not laugh
At
later.
your funeral, it would be hilarious
Right.
because you would appreciate it. So I guess it
Fair.
depends on the person's funeral.
Fair.
Like if it's my funeral, you all better be crying so hard that you can't make jokes. Just kidding. I'm
I
just
want
kidding.
you all to get up there and say something about me, but you can't start unless you tell some kind of like dick joke. Oh, favorite joke was
Once again, you're adding to the things I have to remember for when I have to take care of your
yeah, you
funeral.
have to hire a bunch of really hot girls to hang out and
I know.
talk
I
how
know.
I was. And then
I haven't forgotten about the hot girls I have to hire.
well, I don't know. There might be enough showing up that are my friends just Daniel. If you're there, and then I got some other friends, Bobby will show up, Tiffany would show up. I got some hot friends to show up. So you wouldn't have to hire that many. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to befriend a lot
Okay.
of chicks. So you
Okay. You're trying to befriend hot girls just for my benefit? Is that what I
yeah. Oh yeah. That's totally what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
guess
And,
that makes sense.
uh-huh.
Um, yeah, I want to see what. Oh, clips of me dropping claymores and C4 behind unsuspecting players in Black Hawk
Oh,
Down.
there you go.
That's funny. That's
Jeffrey
looking
like
really, really clean.
that and blue pencils. I like that.
What was it?
He's saying at my funeral, they'll everyone will have to have a blue pencil, like my
Aw.
preferred drawing device.
I'll purposely just bring a black one. What are you gonna do, Rob?
On to you.
You're gonna haunt me? I ain't scared.
I ain't scared.
I ain't scared of nothing. You ever see the movie Where the Red Fern Grows, the original?
I think I did 1,000 years ago.
My siblings and I, there's a line in there where the one brother tells the other brother, I'll knock the fire out of you. We used to say that to each other all the time. And that just reminded me of it.
I will kick the piss out of you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Exactly that.
Yeah, I was saying that ink work that you're doing, that looks real clean.
Thanks. Just an excuse to draw my favorite things. Just chicks' bodies.
Ass and tits. DNA. Bye, Ginger. He says he's gotta take. He says take care, you both. Gotta run. Talk to you later.
Yeah, all right, man.
It's been a while since I've seen somebody use the TTL or TTYL.
Actually, now that you mention that, yeah.
Yeah, right.
What's that mean? Yeah, that's right. Should Ms. Jess, I mean, I'm sure I could talk him into it, but me and him and Chuck, we've done a live together. We're planning on doing more.
Mm.
I was on a live stream with Mark Domowitz and Nate and Ginger Bear there just the other day.
What?
I know.
How did I miss these?
No. We
I didn't even
you
see
could
them.
join us, fellas.
I need to. Well, I just in general not even seeing them. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't on my channel. I'll have to I'll send you a link, but it was fun because Mark finally, he got up the I mean, I'm not mocking him, but he kind of got up the courage to, do one. He was kind of hesitant a little bit, and
Yeah.
it was fun. I got to chat with them, I've got to chat with Nate and someone saying and Mark, so it was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. That would be fun. I'd be down.
Down like a clown, Charlie Brown.
Just like a clown.
Yeah. Emphasis on clown.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I started watching a new show. That's really good.
Oh God.
What?
What?
What does that mean?
Uh,
Okay, I thought you might like it. I'm not going to tell you now.
I was gonna say, now you're not gonna tell me, are you? I know.
Because you're being an asshole. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still going to tell you because you have to hear whether you want to or not. I don't know if you have Peacock or not, but um, it's called The Day of the Jackal. Have you seen that?
No.
It's actually really good. It's about an assassin. It's British, which I like pretty much anything that's British. So yeah, it's been like really good. I can't remember the name of the actor, the main actor who plays the assassin. Trying to catch him. He's the guy who plays the main character in the Fantastic Beasts movie. Have you seen those?
Negative.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Those actually were terrible movies, in my opinion. So I don't watch those. But anyway. Yes. Wait, it was awesome, dude. I need to track down Nate and okay. That show is ace. I loved it. Yes. Eddie. Okay. Thank you, Jeffrey. It is actually really good. But what I like about it is, and I don't know anything about guns or weapons or anything. I don't know that much about them, I should say. But it feels like it's really the the writers, the directors, they really know what they're talking about because there's so much emphasis put on what kind of weapons he used, how he used them, how he could have made specific shots based upon this type of weapon that he would have. And I just thought it's super intriguing. I am on the edge of my seat thus far. I've seen a few episodes. Just wondering what the heck is going to happen. It's got several kind of storylines you follow. I don't know. I actually was thinking tonight, I'm like, I bet Rob would like this show.
Probably. There's so many things out there I don't even know they exist. I'm like,
Well, I'm lazy. I just watch a lot of TV, and so I'm
real
just
quick.
like,
Someone saying, I wasn't saying you were on that stream. I was just saying that you and I have done streams before, right? Like I've spoken to you is what I was getting at in terms of people I've met through my channel. I've now actually had the opportunity to speak to a couple of you. You're one of the elite few.
one of my elite employees. Um, yeah, the lead actress is really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of did feel like it kind of does feel James Bond. That's a good point. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody else in this chat is like, yes, this show is because you start out like, oh, here we go.
You know what?
Jeffrey knows where it's at. You're like, you're not invited to my lives anymore.
I'm gonna block both of you just cause.
Oh my gosh. What a rude, rude artist.
Right? I know, right?
Just kidding.
I would never do that.
I know. I will say the traveling and all the places that he does go thus far. I haven't seen all of it. Jeffrey says, "Start your own channel, Jess." We've already discussed this. I have a YouTube account channel technically. I just I'm too lazy to do the things I need to do in order to even do a live. All the steps they said I have to take. So that's my problem. But I do think the places they go, he travels and stuff in Europe is so sick looking.
What's it called again?
The Day of the Jackal.
Okay.
We will bring Nate.
Like, we don't need you, Rob.
Yeah. Get out of here, Rob. Also, just kidding. Rob has been my friend for a long time. I kind of do need him.
You don't need me for nothing.
Okay. You know what? This attitude,
You're like, I believe it.
I'm starting my own channel. It's done. We're doing it.
I am like, well, let me check it right now. Depending on what has happened tonight, right now, but I was only 4 subscribers away from 6,000.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
1,990 something. I can't look at the exact number on this thing. I could be on the phone that I'm actually streaming with, but
yeah,
I've made like 4,000 subscribers in the last year. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jeffrey says, I want that house. He says, my favorite location was the Spain location. I want that house and I will store comics in that special room.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have just gotten to the part. Oh, I can't say it. But you know the part, and he's watching the video feed with that room. I've just gotten to that part. So, like, that's like, what, 4 or 5 episodes in? I don't know anything else after that. Yeah, that, you're right, though. That house is amazing. Agreed. Honestly, I would take a house half that size. Honestly. And even if it didn't have a special room, I'd make my own if someone would just give me a house like that.
Make your own special room.
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon with chains and...
Okay, nothing like that. Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers. Tyra says, strippers to dance on your casket, Rob. He's back at your funeral.
Please.
You're going to have this funeral thing covered.
I know. I just want people who didn't know to be like, Rob was a bad man. The ladies just loved him. I had no idea. He was just so quiet about it. Who would have known that?
Yeah, we're going to make it happen. I mean, heaven forbid this ever take place.
Like, all you have to do is die, Rob.
This is going to be a massive party in your honor.
Well, that's what I want. I want people to celebrate.
Yeah. I'll be divvying out your artwork for a prize.
Shit, no one else wants it.
Just kidding. You know what they say? It's always worth more after someone passes away.
Right? Yeah. Well, if it makes someone else rich, my passing.
A blue casket made of blue pencils. YouTube Live it. Hire Jeffrey, man. He's got it down. He knows what he's doing.
Right. Be my most watched live stream. The ad revenue for that will just pile up, and I'm not there to collect it.
Except for somehow, some way, like YouTube will like, what did they do that one video that you've had the most views on?
Yeah. They're like, oh no, it was It's offensive.
Demonetize.
We don't want to monetize that. Never mind. You don't get it.
Even in your death, you couldn't have it. They wouldn't let you.
I'll be burned in hell. Still pissed off. God damn it. YouTube got me again.
Oh, man.
And Jeffrey says, I'll take over the channel, clean it up a lot, PG rated. Well, that's boring. I don't know if I'm exactly R rated, but.
My kids are always like, can I watch Rob's channel? I don't know. That's what I always say.
Just says silly shit.
So there's just always naked women on Rob's channel. I don't.
Not naked women all over Rob's channel. It's a rare occasion.
Oh my god.
Last time you saw a naked chick on Rob's channel. See, she's not naked.
He just drew a naked chick.
Could be. She's got a line around her neck. It's a full bodysuit thing.
Oh.
Yeah? Come on.
Forgive me. I'm sorry. You would never.
Yeah, I would never make that mistake.
You would never draw something like that. So I don't know where my mind is at.
You got a smutty mind.
I do.
I like it, so don't change.
Jeffrey goes, I read some X-Men book and thought this wasn't bad. Then Rob reviewed it. Never saw it the same again.
Just call me ruiner of things.
Ruiner of things.
Like, I liked this thing. Then you pointed out how fucking stupid the story was, and it didn't make any sense. And now I can't see past it. I've had people tell me that.
Yeah, that's classic Rob. The ruiner of things.
That's gonna be the name of my channel. Rob, ruiner of things.
Fun sucker.
Fun.
You're the old. Thanks, Chuck. Chuck's in the room. The party can get started now. Painting's looking great, he says. Thank you. Phoenix Rising review is what Jeffrey's saying.
Yeah.
Someone says I can't even ever brush my teeth again thanks to Rob. What?
I don't remember doing that one, but that's, I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility.
What are you doing? What you're using your influencer power not for very good, it sounds like.
I am not an influencer. I'm just a fat, stupid asshole talking about comic books.
Well, now Gaten's gonna have rotten teeth, so.
Good job, Rob.
What do you say to those apples?
I don't know. I didn't even know that was on the table, so I don't know how to address it.
I don't even know how to address it. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm laughing so hard I'm shaking.
I want to hear how your painting was ruined because I made you laugh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's why it looks the way it does. It's not because I skill level. It's because you keep making me laugh. I knew it. Man, that was. I don't know why. That was really funny though. Classic.
Oh, I know what someone's talking about. I got to show you. Hold on.
Oh no. Do I want to see this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not reassuring.
Just got to find him. I got him sitting here somewhere. My little art room is getting out of control with all these comics everywhere. I gotta organize this shit, but
get it cleaned up, Rob. No one feels bad for you. You just need to get it cleaned up.
I know. That's fair. So I was
What is
reviewing Thundercat comics from 1995.
okay?
And in these books, somewhere, there was one in each one. Here we go. So it's a Crest toothpaste tube. It's the Crest pump, and I remember this, but look at that thing. Right? Tell me I'm wrong. And look
Who
at this
drew
one.
this?
This
Who
one,
drew that?
forgot this woman put up her baby kissing it on the head.
Who drew
This
this?
is an paste in a kid's comic book.
And what year is this?
1985.
Yeah, that's about right.
Breast pump, and it looks like a condom or a dick or a dildo or something. It's even got the head. Like, I'm not making this up. I just see what I see. Maybe it's a Rorschach test thing, and I see what I want to see.
Yeah, that could be part of it.
Don't tell me you
I
didn't look at that. See a giant
I
toothpaste.
probably would have thought the same thing, but
You're like,
we're
I'm not
gonna.
going to admit that because you're disgusting, Rob.
I'm just gonna pretend like you're the one that's ruining everything by seeing things and pointing them out.
I know.
That is very strange.
Someone saying's pointing out the moon loves to press the tip and shoot the paste out. I see. I didn't even make that connection. See, and look at the
Oh
look
my
on Moon's
gosh.
face. He's having a good time. He's like, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
all over my toothbrush. I'm gonna rub it on a circular motion on my gums.
I hope my sister-in-law who said she was gonna listen to this, why she made dinner, is still listening.
He's like,
Oh my
are you
gosh.
friends with this person?
Yeah. Well, she knows how you are.
Oh, she's don't worry. It's been established.
Mm-hmm.
I see what I see. That's all I'm saying. It was there.
Classic.
Right. That's fairly typical classic Rob.
You know what? It was a poor rendering of a toothpaste container, and honestly, it makes me feel like they meant it to be that way because how could you not?
Kind of like the Little Mermaid VHS tape cover thing. You know about that, right?
I probably did it one time. I knew kind of all of those things, but I can't remember this one in particular.
It's just there's a like the characters up front. In the background is like the underwater city, a bunch of towers stretching to the sky, and the artist very clearly, very obviously, and I believe admitted to directly and specifically said, "Yeah, I made one of those tires a giant erect dick."
Oh my gosh.
It,
What is going on? Back when Disney was great.
yeah, that's, Disney was awesome. They put dicks on
Yeah.
the covers, and no one knew.
Dicks on the covers of children's movies. Oh wait, what? Huh?
Greatest thing I've ever heard of.
Hold on. Do I need to say that? Maybe not.
You want to see it?
Huh?
You want to see it?
See what? Do you have it?
I mean,
You
Google it.
don't have. You have it saved, don't you? Wow.
Google search Little Mermaid dick cover.
Wow. I hope
Just
he just comes up with the condoms that are like Little Mermaid themed.
Jeffrey saying, "Say no, Jess. Don't let him."
He won't not do it. Even if I said no, I don't want to see it, he would like still pull it up.
Well, like here's a generic, like that's the basic cover, right? Like,
Yeah.
but now if you zoom in, you see it, right? Look right at it,
I'm looking. Oh my gosh.
and that
What
is just beyond hilarious.
Mr. Demon says, just trying to enjoy my miserable life.
Well, here we're helping you by showing Little Mermaid dick covers.
Oh man.
That doesn't put a smile on someone's face. I don't know how to help.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. How could it not? How could it not?
That's what I'm saying.
Wow. That is something. I couldn't remember that one.
Yeah. It was a big deal out there for a minute.
You know that I wasn't allowed to watch Little Mermaid when I was a kid?
Why not?
Because she's not wearing any clothes.
She's wearing bra thing.
That and, she made a deal with the devil.
Don't we all, though?
And I was like, dude, but look how it turned out for her. I mean, if you want to go from a religious standpoint, I mean, kind of a good lesson. Maybe don't do that again. I don't know. Interesting times for me as a kid.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Adult Swimish says this is a very nice painting. Like the details in the teeth and the eye socket. See, there you go. I agree.
Thanks, Adult Swimish. I used to watch Adult Swim.
Adult Swimishy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is probably gonna take me like so long to finish, and I'm not even really close to being done with it, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it by Christmas.
You're not even close? Like, how much more do you have to do? What the hell? It looks pretty detailed. You got a face and hands and a teacup and shit. What more do you need?
I guess I need to do some of the detail work in the hand a little bit better, but
Oh,
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm very close to done, but maybe I'm closer than I think. Looks like it needs a lot of touch up.
yes, you have said you don't get much opportunity to do your art unless we're doing things. So,
Yeah, it's true.
we got to do the live route because this is when I draw.
Yeah, that is true. I need to be more dedicated than I am. Clearly. Ursa wasn't the devil, it was her aunt. I know. Make it make sense. I actually might jump off here. I just looked at the time.
Uh,
It's almost 7.
Kids aren't
Try to.
bouncing balls off the floor anymore. Told them to chill that
I
shit.
think it. Yeah, I think it did stop. I actually didn't pay attention, but I'm assuming since I wasn't annoyed by it, it must have stopped.
Somebody.
So there is that. And my phone just said it's 20%, so at 20%, so that's usually my another sign.
That's another good sign that shit's about to stop.
I'm gonna start to slowly lose my power. But this was fun. Thanks for having me.
It's a struggle. Every time.
I know.
Oh, God, Jessica.
You're such a saint for
Oh,
dealing with me. Regular Mother Teresa over here.
figured somebody better put up with you.
It's true. It's true. Someone's got to do it.
Like, for real.
I'm going to Rob goes rated R after you leave. I have to go and find Nate. Is that true, Rob? You go rated R?
Sometimes it just kind of inexplicably goes into a funny conversation round. I can't even remember what the hell happened last time, but not wrong.
Do you feel like you can't go rated R when I'm around, or?
I actually know that I can. And it's more though. That's more fun than anything else. It's not like everyone be respectful around Jess. If anyone knows Jess, especially the way I do. Like, don't worry, she'll match you, buddy. So she just
Okay, speaking of Call of Duty, I'll tell this one story and then I gotta go. And sorry, Jeffrey, this is gonna be slightly R-rated.
hell yeah.
Um, Speaking of Call of Duty, I remember that usually I didn't talk on, in chat, but this one guy was just making fun of me because at the very end of the game, it was like search and destroy, I think. So at the very end of the game, I was trying to defuse the bomb and he shoots me. It's the final kill. And he says, go for it. It was the final kill. And he's just like, look at this little bitch here. And I was like just making fun. I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna get in chat. And I go, do you suck your dad's dick with that mouth? And he goes, oh my gosh, it really is a bitch. I was like, it was the one time because I never say anything. I would never say anything. I was just like, you know what? You're being a butt, an asshole.
Like I said, Jessica, you can match anybody. I mean, you ain't nobody's fool. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I was laughing. Everybody was laughing pretty hard about that.
Chuck said Saint Jessica. I'm like, uh.
Sometimes when I want to be. All right, guys. Well, thanks for chatting. This was really fun. Nice to talk to you, Jeffrey. Glad we have the same taste in shows. Um, Super cool to meet Ginger Bear. Or like, I think I've already met him before, but talk to him. And of course, Gaten and Chuck and Mr. D-Man and Tyrus, everybody else who's chatted. It was fun.
What
But
about
I'm gonna
you?
jump off.
Are you glad you
And
talked to me?
yeah, you too.
Kind of, I guess.
I'm just teasing you.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm just teasing. Uh, yeah, we'll do it again, of course.
All righty. I'm gonna jump off here too.
All right, sounds good. Bye.
See you later. All right, let's get this R-rated show going. Just kidding. I should jump off here too. Yeah, hey Grant, I was about to jump off here in just a few minutes. Yeah, Chuck, he's out. But, but yeah, you just missed Jess. She's gone. She had enough of our shit, or mine at least, anyway. But yeah, all right, guys, I'm gonna shut it down too. I inked that thing because I needed something to ink. I wasn't prepped, so I did that. Yeah, Grant, it's kind of the same, right? You jump in and then I'm gone. But it's not intentional, I promise. So, all right, guys, I will catch you all later. Thanks, someone saying. Appreciate it.